Sunday Night Football continues tomorrow. Eagles battle the Panthers. Catch it at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific across the TSN network. Coats are on, but it's pretty comfortable
for late October.
Late October. Long John stayed in the suitcase. Brett Smith, short drop. There's Roosevelt, who has a touchdown and a couple of big catches in this game, and a first down into Eskimo territory at the 46.
Yeah, Roosevelt, another guy that they're excited about, a guy for the future that didn't get to play till midway through the season, and when he did, he became an instant deep threat.
8th game, had a terrific training camp, and some were surprised it took that long for him to get a look. Quick hitter to Ryan Smith inside, and battle of the little big men between Smith and J.C. Sherritt there, who brings him down at the 40. It's a gain of 6.
Nice look off from Brett Smith there. He looked wide and tried to pull the coverage and just freeze J.C. Sherritt for a split second to open up that inside curl route.
Roughriders trying to keep the drive alive here. Second and 3.5. Here comes the heat. They get it away. And sure-handed, Chris Getzlaff has a Roughrider first down.
Now this goes from a nice look-off from Brett Smith to an understanding of the defense that one guy is not blocked. One is the responsibility of the quarterback, meaning that there's no one to block the outside rusher. So he's got to throw it before he gets there, and that's exactly what he does.
Otha Foster made him rush, but Getzlaff makes the reception, and it's another Roughrider first down at the Edmonton 30. More heat. And Brett Smith is dropped. Eddie Steele, who celebrated a new 2-year extension. Guys, we're calling him Eddie Money this week, and he's on the money here.
Well, he gets the assist goes to the secondary, and in fact, J.C. Sherritt, who became part of the secondary, because you see Patrick Watkins, he blitzes. Steele's going to finally get there and get the sack, but J.C. Sherritt was 45 yards down the field covering a deep receiver, and Brett Smith wanted him, and he wasn't there. He wasn't open.
Second and a bunch, and on the fringe of field goal range. Look out! Odell Willis can't bring him down. Brett Smith takes off, and Smith fumbles a football. Who's got it? Edmonton signaling they've got it. Dion Lacey battling to pull people off the pile, and he and Adcock get involved. Willie Jefferson may have caused the fumble, and it's Edmonton football. Brett Smith came close to a first down and then lost the handle. And a promising drive comes up short. It looks like J.C. Sherritt has it for Edmonton. Well, Brett Smith was not only in field goal range, looked like he might have run for a first down, but then didn't secure the football.
Yeah, you know, it looked like he had it carrying it the right way. I mean, covering both tips of the football, one under his arm, one with his hand. Once he got out into the open field, which was to his right, broke that tackle from Odell Willis, and then it looked like he tucked the ball right there, and then it popped up. Well, he didn't cover the front tip, and that's why it was knocked out of there on the hit. And then after the play, Dion Lacey gets pulled off the pile and takes exception to that, and a fist fight. Adcock and he starts swinging and loses his mind, and he's getting a talking to.
No penalties fly. And the handoff to Shakir Bell. Big run up the middle. And Bell has a first down.
I'll say this about Dion Lacey. That's a good football player, but he needs to class it up a little bit. I mean, whether it be the not shaking hands with the captain before the game, another foot issue for Shakir Bell.
Just keeps
flaring
coming
up
back,
on him. You know, but Lacey's a good football player, but you know, all that other stuff, you just respect the integrity of the game and go play hard. And that's, you know, that outburst that he had didn't cost his team a penalty this time. But if it does in a playoff game, it could cost you the game. This one looks a lot worse than the last time Bell grabbed that ankle.
Significant because he really helps make this Eskimo offense go, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've seen him go out 3 times.
And not only his running ability, Chris, but just his fire, his competitive edge. I mean, that first carry he had of the game where he took 4 or 5 Saskatchewan defenders for a 12-yard ride was enough to get you going, get his teammates going, and this one looks a lot more serious than that first one.
6 carries, 51 yards, but looks like his night might be done. Akeem Shavers, a newcomer to the Eskimos, has come into the huddle and looks like he'll take over running back out of Purdue. And they are calling for the cart for Shakir Bell. Tough to see.
Keenan McDougall comes up and he rolls on the back foot.
He's made a lot of people miss this year. And let's hope this is not season ending.
Our general manager, Ed Hervey, watching on here in Saskatchewan. Does not want to lose, obviously, any of the starters going into the playoff run. But if the Edmonton Eskimos can wrap up first place, they'll have a long break before the Western Final.
3 weeks, and I'm not sure that's ever happened before. Often talk about 2 weeks being too much and a hurdle to overcome for the team that finishes first, but 3 weeks is altogether different as Bell makes his way to the sidelines. This is a stretch of 17 consecutive weeks with games for the Edmonton Eskimos. So I'm wondering if that would take its toll physically and or mentally on the team. Chris Jones has kept the motor running, though, although it was idling a bit to start this week.
Snapped out of it in the second quarter.
So Akeem Shaver comes into the game. To tell you what kind of guy he is, they lost a couple of DBs this week. Chris Jones asked Shavers, have you ever played DB? He said, no, but I'll go in, practice all week as a defensive halfback. There's Darrell Walker with a catch, and Macho Harris escorts him into the Eskimo bench.
Well, we've seen Eddie Steele for the Edmonton Eskimos go from D-line to guard. Chris Jones is assessing the athlete.
There's the newcomer who has to be adept at pass protection as well. Fake to Shavers, and there's Bowman again. Shrugs off the first contact from Murtaugh and has a first down.
Well, he must be closing in on 200 now. Another couple of catches added to the total.
At 197.
A lot of different ways to get him the ball. That one we've seen from game 1 of the season. Starts on the right side of the formation, shoots through the line of scrimmage and out the other side.
So one off last week's monster game when he had 11 for 198. But he's got a full quarter left. Pump here, and Riley now underneath. A high throw brought down by Calvin McCarty. 8th catch of the year by the senior man on the Eskimo offense.
Mike Riley wanted the double move on the outside to Darrell Walker. He pump faked on a curl, and Walker tried to double move him. And there's Walker up at the top. Just take a look at the receiver he wanted. It was his curl and go. Want to go up the field. He was going to double move him and then go deep. But Macho Harris stayed high, so Riley went to his check down.
8 for McCarty, 2nd and 2. And here is Shavers. The first carry is a first down run. Looks quick.
Shavers on that ride and decide said, let me decide. Took it from Mike Riley.
That's the final play of the third quarter. And after the scoring outbreak in the first half, it settled down a bit. And just one field goal in the third quarter. The Eskimos take a 6-point lead to the fourth at Mosaic.
Time.
6-point lead heading to the fourth quarter, and there are the numbers of Mike Riley already at 337 passing.
Yeah, 337, but you're right. It's been sort of chipping away in the underneath stuff late into that third quarter. So the big deep ball that both teams were throwing in the first half sort of disappeared in the third quarter.
Just notice that time of possession, the Roughriders touchdowns came so quickly, the offense wasn't on the field long, and now maybe the defense is going to be taxed in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, interesting to see moving forward, and if Riley can get a Darius Bowman over the 200 mark, that seems inevitable tonight.
Mike Riley's season high 352, but Jordan Lynch comes into the game and hands it off to Bowman. As if he doesn't have enough receiving yards, Darius Bowman will run for a first down. Seen a little of this. That's his 8th carry, and now has 61 rushing yards on the season.
Well, you know, I'll say this. There's been times this year, and sometimes with this Saskatchewan Roughrider team early in the year,
now they're riding the side, and Lynch keeps.
Early in the year, Chris, where, you know, you would look at guys like Jerome Messam, who has since been traded, and Corey Chamberlain was in charge of the team, and you were wondering, you know, why does a team not get the football to their best player? And Corey, at the time, Messam was their best player offensively. They weren't getting the ball. I mean, you cannot say that about the Edmonton Eskimos, Mike Riley's offense. I mean, when you take a look at Riley running the offense, he is going to get the football to the best players. And one of their best, if not the best, is Darius Bowman, and then add Darrell Walker into that group, and they get them the ball.
Another good-looking long drive, 8th play, as it's swung out there to Corey Watson. And Watson cuts back, touchdown! Corey Watson has his 3rd touchdown of the year.
Well, it seems like on a lot of these plays, receivers are leaving a wake of Saskatchewan tacklers grabbing at legs.
Eight play, 85-yard touchdown drive.
How many Riders had a shot at Corey Watson? One there, miss. A couple of others. Finally, from the backside of the play, Jeff Knox, but not until Corey Watson was in the end zone.
Again, acquired from the Roughriders in the offseason. And Watson's become a bigger part of things in the Riley-led offense of late. Going to go for 2 here. Try to make it a 14-point lead. And a wide open Mike Riley for the 2 points. A little misdirection and an easy 3-yard run into the end zone. And the Eskimos have their biggest lead of the night.
Tackling by the Saskatchewan Roughriders secondary. Bad tackling is sometimes about effort, lack of it, or it's about angles and taking the wrong angle. And it's just about the want-to factor.
So that fumble by Smith costly, down by 6. Fumble deep in Edmonton territory. Eskimos come up with a touchdown and expand the lead to 8. Dion Lacey's got another special teams tackle as he hauls down Tristan Jackson. 32 unanswered points for Edmonton.
I'll show you hustle from Matt Webster on that Corey Watson touchdown, but the wrong angle taken by Webster. Now he's hustling, and then Junior Murtaugh right here is going to get himself blocked. And if you're evaluating Junior Murtaugh as a coach right now, you're going to say, you got to get off that block. There's got to be a better want-to factor than that. He got himself blocked and stayed blocked.
Brett Smith hands it off. Anthony Allen finds some room up the middle. Big run by Allen. Up over the 46-yard line.
That's great effort right there. I mean, no matter what it says in the standings, Anthony Allen running hard. Hit the line, good vision with that break, that first cut there, and then just bobbing is weaving for a big gain.
Hand it off to him again. Dexter McCoy waiting. And rugby scrum ensues as he pushes the pile over the 50, close to 5 more.
Take a look at the last 2 years for Anthony Allen. Of course, was in the doghouse with Corey Chamberlain for a little while, which was a bit of a puzzle for a lot of people. And Jerome Messam took away some of those 2015 carries the way he was playing early in the season. But the moment Bob Dice took over, Anthony Allen was back on the roster.
8 carries, 63 for Allen. 2nd and 6. Smith over the middle, complete. First down, Rob Bagg to the Edmonton 38.
Riders got to stop this run from the Edmonton Eskimos. 32 unanswered points for Edmonton. It was 21-3 Saskatchewan if you're just joining us halfway through the first quarter.
But the Eskimos have a concern here. You could see Pat Watkins grabbing the left ankle, and training staff out to attend to the 3-time All-CFL corner. Played in every game this year, and his best was against Brett Smith and the Riders at the end of July when he had 5 tackles, a sack, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. And he's a key guy in Chris Jones's defense.
Oh, is he ever? Is he ever? And also getting good at blitzing the quarterback.
So Watkins gets attention, will step out. Just over 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Looking for a win and trying to stay healthy, but Shakir Bell's gone to the room and Patrick Watkins in some pain.
Down at the bottom of your screen here, and he does it all by himself, really. He's just kind of working his way back towards the tackle, and right there rolls his ankle.
Mike Dubuisson, 2nd-year man out of Windsor, comes in to man the corner, working against Ryan Smith. Brett Smith will take off, and he'll run for a first down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you got to think offensive coordinator Jacques Chapdelaine and Brett Smith are going to try to test Dubuisson on the short side corner. They don't move John Ojo from the wide side into the short side. Let's see if they go after him.
They go double tight ends. Matt Vonk comes into the game. Smith's run 4 times for 31 so far tonight. First down for the Roughriders. Time, the throw incomplete. Wanted Getzlaff over the middle. GC shared there defensively. And Getzlaff looks like he got winded.
Yeah, it took a shot of some kind in the stomach. Holding that hip.
So 2nd and 10. 6th play of the drive that started at the Roughrider 25. And Smith's going to run again into traffic and through it. Down around the 18-yard line. It looks like he'll be a yard or 2 short. And is he getting up?
It's Bob Dice, even if they are short, it's going to be 2 yards, Chris, you're right. Does he just go ahead and roll the dice here, go after it? I think he will.
Looks like he is. Spencer Moore comes into the game. Roosevelt out. And it's 3rd and 2.
So he just gets a knee to the side of the head from Otha Foster.
Need to get to the 16. Anthony Allen got it. Clutch run. Otha Foster the tackle, but the chains are moving.
Well, that was one of those situations where everyone knows the Riders are going to try and go ahead and run the ball to get this 2 yards. So did the Edmonton Eskimos defensively. They completely load the box. Just 4 back in the secondary and man-to-man. And they run right at the strength, and Dice says, all right, good effort from my running back.
For first down. Big pressure on. He drops the football, but gets back on it. Dion Lacey in the middle of it again. Did he knock it loose?
Take a look at the rush here. Dion Lacey, as you mentioned, Chris, lines up at the DN spot in this particular defensive look. Yeah, he